Hello and welcome to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Another week of high school football. The weather's starting to change a little bit, starting to feel more like football. We appreciate you for watching before your big game tonight. Got a big show ahead of us. We're going to be talking about our Player of the Week from last week, rankings, coach interviews, and much, much more. Let's jump right into our Player of the Week from last week across the CIML. Caden Hankins, the senior out of Ankeny, leads the Ankeny Hawks in a big win over Iowa City West. Caden, 19 carries, 143 yards, 3 touchdowns. He also had 37 receiving yards. A very, very impressive night for Caden as the Ankeny Hawks try to keep improving and make a push to the playoffs. Caden was a huge part in the win against the Trojans of Iowa City West. He is our CISN Football Pregame Show Player of the Week. Let's take a look at rankings now in Class 5A. This is our final week of rankings before we finally get to the RPI, which is the top 16 teams. But for now, these are the Radio Iowa top 10 teams. Dowling Catholic at the number 1 spot at 4-1. West Des Moines Valley at second with a 4-1 record. Bettendorf still undefeated. They sit in the 5A spot. They are one of 2 teams left undefeated in 5A. Atumwa, the other team, who is not ranked. Pleasant Valley at 4th in the 4-1 spot. Southeast Polk, despite being 3-2, they sit at 5. Ankeny Centennials at 6 with a 4-1 record. Linbar is at the 7th spot at a 4-1 record. Iowa City Liberty in that high-scoring offense, they are at 4-1 at the 8th spot. Johnston in the 9th spot after their win against Waukee at 3-2. Waukee drops to number 10 after the loss to Johnston. They are 3-2. Those are your rankings and your Player of the Week for this previous week heading into this. We will take a break and be back with your games to watch tonight here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We'll be right back.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
The deals are hot this month at DeArmond Ford Indianola. New 2024 F-150 XLTs with 3.9% for 60 months, plus up to $8,000 off MSRP. Get $6,000 off or 2.9% for 72 months on new 2024 Expeditions and new 2024 Edge and Escapes, both with 1.9% for 60 months, plus up to $2,075 rebate. No payments for 90 days on all new Fords at DeArmond Ford Indianola.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to the CISN Football Pregame Show. I'm your host, Blake Walker. Let's wrap things up before we get you to the big game. Let's start by looking at the game tonight. There is one game in Class 5A this evening. Waukee will take on Des Moines Lincoln. The Rail Splitters trying to get their season up and rolling here after a 1-4 start. Waukee coming off back-to-back losses, trying to get back into the win column. Waukee in that highly talented offense with Beckett Baker and Maverick Inman. We'll have a fun one tonight at Mediacom Stadium. It should be a fun one to see how this one shapes out. Well, that will do it for us here on the CISN Football Pregame Show. I've been your host, Blake Walker. Appreciate you watching every single week and watching tonight. We're sending you off to the big game. We hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching the CISN Football Pregame Show.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V-Plow and Impact Straight Blade. With the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals. So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to MediaCom Stadium here on the campus of Drake University here in the capital city of Des Moines, Iowa for tonight's Thursday night football matchup as the Des Moines Lincoln Rail Splitters at 1-4 host the 3-2 Waukee Warriors. Good evening, everyone. Blake Walker along with my partner Hunter Phillips in for a good one here this evening at MediaCom Stadium. Hunter, Des Moines Lincoln 1-4 this year, only win over Des Moines North, still trying to improve as the season goes on. They meet a Waukee team here on this Thursday night who's, I don't want to say reeling, but have lost 2 straight after being considered one of the top teams in Class 5A.
It's just hard to believe that we're already kicking off week 6 and we've flipped the calendar into October. It certainly doesn't feel like it outside, but Blake, you know, for a head coach, this is the time of the season where you want your guys to be playing their best brand of football. And so for Lincoln, it's certainly been moments where they've had some great flashes, like he talked about with that win over Des Moines North, but started off the year 0-3. Meanwhile, for Waukee, this was a team that at one point was the top-ranked team in Class 5A, but faced 2 really stiff opponents over the last few weeks, so you know that they're going to come out determined. But, again, the urgency is going to be there for both of these teams to, again, be at their best once we get towards the tail end of the regular season, hopping into the postseason.
The last 5 games for Waukee, they beat Ames, Waukee Northwest, and Sioux City North. And then arguably the 2 best teams they've played on the schedule, they've lost to, 42-25 to Valley, and then dropped 21-7 to Johnston in a game where the Dragons just flat out shut them out defensively.
Yeah, I mean, it was just one of those games where the Dragons were the more physically imposing team. They had 5 sacks and 7 tackles for loss. I mean, Beckett Baker couldn't really find anything, couldn't get into a rhythm, only 60 yards passing. I mean, this was an offense first 3 weeks that were ranked amongst the best of them in terms of passing offense. So they're going to look to try to get back to that here tonight, along with Grant Gamble. He's a really good running back that they use in so many areas. Maverick Inman, one of the top downfield targets. So, yeah, this is a Waukee team that I think for Coach Baker, he's looking for his guys to set the tone here early on to come away with a positive victory.
The Lincoln Rail Splitters coming off a loss to Council Bluffs Lincoln, who is 4-1, albeit to start the year 41-7. Beat Des Moines North 27-10, then losses to Ottumwa, Des Moines East, and Roosevelt. Ottumwa is 5-0, one of the only 2 teams left besides Bettendorf still undefeated. Let's take a look at our players to watch here tonight. We'll start off with Waukee. Beckett Baker, the junior. I think everyone's starting to figure out his name across the Metro, Hunter. 986 yards this season. He has just been a true talent and fun to watch.
Fun to watch because of how he can make you just
be so indecisive as a defense. So we're going to stop him as a runner. I mean, against Waukee Northwest, had over 150 yards on the ground, but he can certainly air it out. You see the 11 touchdowns. He has a number of options to go to. He's got a lot of experience. I mean, this is a kid who started as a freshman. Already as a junior, he's been shining.
And for the Des Moines Lincoln Rail Splitters, obviously their top leading rusher tonight, Javon Sanders, he is not out here with the team, so don't expect to see him tonight. They'll look to lean on one of their senior linebackers, Devin Longin, 30 tackles, 2.5 for loss. For a night like this, the Rail Splitters have to tackle well. Denver might be a big part of that.
Yeah, tackling in space is really going to be one of the keys defensively, and keeping an eye, of course, on Beckett Baker there in the backfield and communication. You know, this is the guy who is going to be calling the plays there defensively, and so when the plays start to break down, if the defensive line can't get to Baker, you still have to be cognizant, and he has been a really stellar linebacker for the Rail Splitters this year.
We're ready for the train to leave the station. It's the Rail Splitters taking on the Warriors coming up here on the Central Iowa Sports Network. We'll be back for your opening kickoff. You're watching Central Iowa Sports Network on Thursday Night Football.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Thursday Night Football here, one of just 2 games happening in the entire state of Iowa tonight. The only other one is 8-player between GTRA, who is 5-0 to start the year, taking on 2-3 Harris Lake Park. Let's take a look at your rankings quickly as the teams are taking the field here in Class 5A. These are the last rankings we'll see from Radio Iowa, and then we'll move to RPI. Waukee currently sits at the number 10 position, just hanging on. Johnston at the 9th spot. Liberty, Linmar, 2 very good teams out east. Ankeny Centennial at 6. Southeast Polk, despite 2 losses, is the highest 2-loss team at the 5th spot. Pleasant Valley at 4. Their only loss. Bettendorf, one of the only undefeated teams in the class, is 3rd. Ottumwa, the other team I said, is not ranked. Valley at 2 and Dowling Catholic has 1. This year feels way wide open. And it's going to be a fun rest of the year, especially as the RPI starts to come out.
Well, and again, just the urgency is going to be there, especially for those 10 teams, because that RPI can certainly play a role into where they're going to be positioned for the playoffs. But these are 2 teams that are looking to get back on the right track tonight.
That kick is boomed into the back of the end zone. Nicely done by Carlos Joya Rendondo, the senior kicker, 5'8", 159, and Waukee will come out on top. First, we talked about Beckett Baker, Hunter, but Grant Gamble is also a huge part of this offense. He is a downhill runner.
Yeah, he's a guy that really shows great vision and someone that really helps balance out this offense, right? I mean, we talked about how they really want to have that air raid offense, but don't sleep on Gamble because of what he can do between the tackles. He's had a great senior campaign at 505 yards rushing, 6 scores, had an 84-yard scamper against Sioux City North a few weeks back, hoping to have a big one here tonight.
This is a Waukee offense that only put up 7 points last week in the loss to Johnston, really starting to figure things out. Becca Baker's going to lob this one deep, and that is intended for Jaden Jeter. Jeter cannot make the grab, broken up in the secondary by number 4, Blake Butters, the captain at cornerback. Baker kind of lofted that one a little late.
Yeah, Jeter's someone who really has a lot of speed. They use him in the slot, but he is certainly a downfield threat, but broken up very nicely there by the Rail Splitters.
A very talented wide receiver core led by Maverick Inman, 27 catches, 464 yards, and 4 touchdowns from the Waukee Northwest transfer. He'll get the ball right here on a screen, and here comes Maverick Inman on the near side. Cuts back upfield, and that's enough for a first down.
he really is kind of a jack of all trades. In my opinion, could play tight end at any other school if need be, but they have Jacobson to do that here at Waukee.
I mean, there are so many weapons that the Warriors have offensively, but Inman, he is just explosive after the catch. I mean, at one point averaging 22.5 yards after the catch. He is a great athlete.
Beckett Baker on the quarterback keeper, and Baker's going to push this one to the near side, and Baker will turn up field, making a couple guys miss. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 35-yard line. And Beckett Baker, we talked about Grant Gamble, a big issue, but that's another reason why defenses have a hard time. On those quarterback reads, you don't know who's going to get the ball.
Yeah, and with Beckett Baker, he's the second leading rusher on the team. You were there for that game against Waukee Northwest where he just had running lane after running lane because, again, they were expecting him to be a dominant thrower.
Grant Gamble gets the carry and comes back for about 5-6 yards. His first carry of the evening. Grant this season, 74 carries, 505 yards, and 6 touchdowns. Again, a good downhill runner like we talked about. They got Xavier Gutierrez, the junior, out on the near side. 1 catch this year, 37 yards. Haven't seen him a ton this year. Baker fires outside to the tight end, Jacobson, and a host of Lincoln Rail Splitters will bring him down. It is enough for the first down. Jacobson's his own kind of monster. He's a heck of a basketball player, but, boy, he's got the body of a tight end, and he's getting recruited like one.
Well, and he comes from an athletic family. Of course, remember Michael and what he was able to do, not only as a football player, but also as a basketball player. And it's just amazing to see how he's gotten better throughout his career.
Gamble, big hole up the middle, continues to work his way forward down to the 9-yard line. And Waukee in business here. Really good blocking up front, at least to be seen so far in this first drive.
Yeah, I mean, Beckett Baker's getting enough time to make some throws, go through his progressions, and Gamble, there's so many places he can go with the ball, so just a credit to the guys up front for Waukee.
On first and goal, here's Beckett Baker. Fires over the middle. This is caught. Touchdown, Waukee. Jaden Jeter, his second touchdown of the season, and Waukee is on the board first on a really nicely done slant route.
Well, and he had to really concentrate when bringing this ball in because one of the referees was right there in the middle, and so sometimes it's easy.
Waukee leads 7-0 over the Lincoln Rail Splitters after a Jaden Jeter touchdown catch. And Waukee will send this one back to the Rail Splitters for the first time tonight and see what Lincoln can do on offense. As this one by Bruning is all the way out. He really is one of the best kickers in the state. Not just as a kicker, but he's, I think, close to leading the state in average yards per punt. So, incredible job at kicking. All right, we get to see a Lincoln offense. Jackson Lamb is their starting quarterback, 566 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. They do not have Javon Sanders, which is a big loss for them. So probably expect to see Damoni Wesley, one of their top tailbacks in the backfield. He might be one to go to tonight. It's a lot of questions still to go for Lincoln's offense. We'll see what happens here. They go a handoff to Wesley on first down, and the big man carries this one outside for a gain of a couple.
Yeah, and Lincoln didn't have Sanders last week, and still one of the state's leaders in yards per carry at 8 yards per rush. And so it's just that next man up mentality for Coach Simpson's team. And, you know, when they get that running game going, that is when we've seen Jackson Lamb at his best because he can really sling it with the best of them here in Class 5A.
Wesley again in the backfield there. Blake Butters moves from left to right behind the line of scrimmage. Wesley gets the carry again, runs over a man, and going to get a couple. He'll be a pretty good downhill runner, 6', 178, just a junior. See what we can do in open field if he gets a chance. Quickly 3rd down and 6 here for Lincoln.
And this is going to be really imperative for Lincoln tonight. You know, you want to be in third and manageable spots because Waukee's defense, especially as of late, 3rd down defense has been a little porous, so in order for them to go toe-to-toe with the Warriors tonight, have to be in manageable positions.
Lamb back to throw, going to fire downfield, just misses his intended receiver. It's a little low, intended for Braylon Jenkins, the sophomore. He had a man. He floated it right over top of Jeter's head, but to no avail, and Lincoln will punt.
Yeah, and that's a disappointing one right there for Lamb, because normally whenever he's able to step into his throw, he's going to hit his man Jenkins there in stride. And so a missed opportunity for the Rail Splitters. They go 3 and out.
Carlos Joya Redondo will punt 32 yards per punt this year for him. Maverick Inman is the one back to receive. Waukee sends a couple. This is a high boot, and Inman comes down to make the catch at the 48-yard line. And Waukee gets beautiful field position set up. Wasn't really going to take a ton of big shots. They took that shot on the first play of the game that was incomplete, but really good, just patient football on that opening drive.
Just a methodical drive where they were able to mix the run and the pass, and that is where Waukee is at their best. When we saw them, through weeks 1 through 3, that's how they were able to beat teams in all of those facets. So just trying to get back to that. I think most importantly, getting Beckett Baker back into a rhythm. A 2-game stretch where he just has played some uncharacteristic football. Being able to get him in a rhythm, that'll be a key.
A lot of guys up on the line. Grant Gamble takes advantage and scoots all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big first down. There were all but 2 people on the line of scrimmage. They had 2 wide receivers, and Waukee puts the big boys up front. They're not really known for their line, but they can definitely get downfield and block.
They sure can, and what they lack maybe in
down of the 2024 season, and Waukee extends the lead.
It just doesn't get any easier than that. I mean, the sea parted there, and he just had a lot of real estate, a lot of green grass ahead of him, and puts on the finishing touches for another touchdown drive for the Warriors.
Bruning will attempt the extra point here for Waukee. And it is up and good. 14-0, Waukee on top. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big at DeArmond CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeArmond CDJR Ames. DeArmondAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Waukee on top of Des Moines Lincoln, 14-0. Blake Walker, Hunter Phillips with you here this evening. That kick goes out of the back of the end zone. Lincoln, 2 runs and a pass to start. See if they open the playbook up a little bit here.
Yeah, and I know that on that first series, they really would have loved to have that completion because Braylon Jenkins was open. Just a touch off that pass was for Jackson Lamb, but got Wesley a few touches, and I know that he's someone that can try to generate some yards to just kind of, again, lighten the load up a little bit for Lamb, but try to get more of that and for Lamb, give him enough time to operate the offense.
It's been a very impressive start by Waukee's offense as Wesley gets the carry again and gets a couple, gain of about 2. Wesley, 18 carries, 114 yards, averaging about 6.5, just under 6.5 yards per carry. Obviously, with Javon Sanders being out, Jackson Lamb also runs the football just a little bit for him. 45 carries, 100 yards for him. They'll send Wesley out in motion, and it's 5 wide here for the Rail Splitters. Lamb on the quarterback keeper pushes this out to the outside, gets a good chunk of it back. That'll be 3rd down and short upcoming for Lincoln. Nice play design.
Nice little scamper there off to the right side. Got some good blocking there. And like you said earlier, I mean, he is certainly someone that can tote the ball very well. Had a rushing touchdown last week, albeit it was there along the goal line. But still, he can pick up the yards when needed. And this is, again, an area where the Rail Splitters want to be in these third and manageable spots and trying to pick up a first down.
Lincoln dropped that game 41-7 to Council Bluffs Lincoln, who's 4-1 on the season. Here's a handoff and going nowhere. That was Davon Wesley with the carry and falls down, and it'll be 4th down and about 5, and the punt team is coming out. That time the turf monster hit him up.
Boy, and again, just another disappointing 3rd down where you feel like Wesley, if he was able to make that move without tripping up, really would have been close there to the marker. But this has just been, unfortunately, a part of Lincoln's season where they have not been able to sustain many drives, 3 and outs, putting their defense in tough spots and giving the ball back to a Waukee offense that is rolling right now.
Well, I saw number 20 of Waukee put hands on that was Bo Andrews, put hands on a Lincoln lineman, but did the Lincoln lineman jump? Waukee's body language makes me think Waukee jumped. So the officials will have a chat about it.
Coach Baker walking down, and they did not look in his direction, so that's why they're looking over towards Coach Simpson, see if he wanted to accept the penalty, and he did.
And I think small mistakes like that, Hunter, not saying that's why Waukee's 3-2, but that's, one of the big reasons why people are still hesitant about Waukee when it comes to making pushes here late.
And just over the last 2 weeks, just uncharacteristic stuff from Coach Baker's team, and not what you want to do is to be able to extend a drive no matter who it is that you're on the other side facing. But just right there, you cannot give up a penalty in that spot to extend it. But for Lincoln, I mean, you need some breaks to go your way to make a game out of this and see if they'll take advantage of it.
So a new set of downs, 1st down and 10. Lamb will roll out, fires. This is caught upfield. Nice catch by Judson Dietrich. Lamb is left-handed. Another left-handed quarterback. So Nab of Des Moines North was left-handed. I thought that was a rarity. But nope, turns out we got another left-handed quarterback here in the Des Moines Metro.
Yeah, throwing a different look here at this Waukee offense defense who have not faced a left-handed quarterback here this season.
Davon Wesley is back in the backfield. Only 7 carries now on the season officially. Senecott in motion. Wesley gets the carry off left side, and a beautiful job getting upfield by number 22, Davon Wesley, the sophomore. 1st down, Lincoln.
Yeah, some young players for Lincoln have had an opportunity to really see a lot of playing time, and for Wesley, you love that because earlier he slipped up on, if he were able to get that run a little bit further, could challenge for the 1st down, but showing off his speed there along that far side of the field. And, yeah, for Waukee now, and that penalty really looming large.
So new set, 1st down for the 40 or at the 49. I believe that was a direct snap to Wesley, and Wesley gets the carry. One thing about Waukee, they are obviously not going to have a ton of film on David Wesley. Like I said, the sophomore this season, only 6 carries, 27 yards coming into tonight.
And that is something that, again, you can really use to have the upper hand, and that the other side has not been able to have that many looks at that particular spot. And so we're seeing the Rail Splitters really piece some good plays together, and it's been starting with the run. That's where they really like to establish, and maybe they can open some other options up in the pass game.
Judson Dietrich trying to find his way on the line. Wesley gets the carry again, but he's blown up in the backfield. Nice tackle by Clark Harrison, the junior linebacker, getting in there. 3rd down and long.
Well, and this is a Waukee defense that is going to be looking to perform a lot better, and they haven't really produced many takeaways this season, but over the last few weeks, giving up big chunk plays, and now they have the Rail Splitters here 3rd and long.
Giving up points, Gave up 42 to Valley. Gave up 29 to Waukee Northwest in the loss, or in the win, as that one's fired out wide and left, and Lincoln will send on the punt team.
2nd time that Lamb has not been able to connect with Braylon Jenkins, and even if he were to catch that pass think he would have been wrapped up and well short of the first down marker. So Waukee, after giving up a couple of plays after that penalty, they forced the Rail Splitters to punt.
Well, and if Lincoln would have gone down and scored, there would have been a nice conversation on the sideline with Coach Baker and his defense considering that penalty. Low line punt, but he might get a good bounce out of it, and he does. It goes inside the 20, so down to about the 18, 19-yard line. Waukee's offense will come back out. I'd say it's been pretty even so far. We've seen a good chunk of the run. They can pass it a little bit if they want to. Waukee's doing what they want here offensively.
It all starts up front. The run game has really been built off of that offensive line, giving Grant Gamble. You don't really need to give him that much space, but Lincoln just has not been able to get much penetration. And Beckett Baker has been given a lot of time to throw the football. And, of course, when you give him a lot of time, he's got multiple targets that he can go to. So this Waukee offense trying to keep things rolling.
They're going to roll a man in motion here on a sweep end around. This is number 16, Lucas Peterson, who gets a couple. Lincoln motioned out to Peterson, but then quickly came back in, and now Waukee hurries up. And jump by Lincoln. That's going to be on number 66, Dylan Clyer. 6'5", 237 senior.
Trying to get a jump and get any kind of advantage. Good job by the Waukee offensive line to just hang pat.
Cadence has been a hot topic around the NFL recently. Talking about, obviously, trying to draw offsides. Being a Broncos fan, watching the Jets this past week, there's a really good tackle by Lincoln. But cadence means a lot because sometimes you can get that free play, and what we're seeing now is even some quarterbacks get their own linemen thrown off.
Well, and we've seen Aaron Rodgers. He is the best at it, and it's so good that his teammates are flinching first.
Nice, beautiful comeback route for Maverick Inman. His man fell down. If he was able to get upfield, he would have had an easy touchdown, but nonetheless, a nice pitch and catch first down for Waukee.
So was that Waukee's game against Sioux City North, and Maverick Inman spent the first part of his career at Waukee Northwest, transferred over, and just over the summer, him and Beckett Baker were able to develop a real good relationship, and you can see that on the field and how they're able to match the timing of the route and the pass. Not very often that those two miss.
Drake Lamberson gets his own carry. That's his 19th carry of the season, 1 touchdown for him. A running back room that is older. Drake Lamberson, a senior. Grant Gamble, a senior. Ben Case-Haub is a junior. Have yet to see him tonight. Baker going to fire downfield. Tight window to Jacobson, but the tight end makes the play, and that is exactly what you want to see, Hunter, out of your tight end.
Yeah, he's a guy that can not only be that threat in the red zone, but being able to have that speed to go out and run that kind of a route there towards the far end of the field, just showing all the different things that he can do and why college scouts are just raving about what he can bring.
He can do a pretty good job boxing out players as well. Lamberson gets the carry again, and Lamberson hits the hole, and he is going to score. Touchdown. That was actually Ben Case-Haub. I was just saying, I wonder when we'd see him, and Ben Case-Haub, the junior, scores his 3rd touchdown of the season. Great downhill speed, and the Warriors extend the lead.
And again, it's just that offensive line there at the top that just really helps set things up there no matter who is in the backfield. You talk about deep running back room, a bunch of guys for Waukee really making an impact here in this first quarter.
Good block by Hine up front, big number 73 for Waukee. That kick is up and good, 21-0, Waukee leads. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to Mediacom Stadium. Kingston Tyler takes the kickoff upfield there for Lincoln. Gets them all the way out to about the 19-yard line. We saw the penalty. Lincoln went 3 and out. Penalty saves them. They get a couple set of downs back. Couple good carries there, especially by Davon Wesley. We'll see if Lincoln can do that and continue here.
Yeah, I mean, they were able to really establish the run game, which is what they want to do, and got a couple of completions there, but then just unfortunately the third downs have been kind of the Achilles heel for the Rail Splitters here so far. But you can see the flashes and moments where they could try to put things together. Maybe this is the time.
Man in motion, Sinnecott, and he cannot hang on to the ball. Drops that one. 10 catches for him. That's second most on the season. Could not haul that one in.
That's just something you can't afford because he had a blocker there that was going to help him there out there in the flat, but just in and out of the hands to make it second down.
1:57 to go here in the first quarter. Waukee on top. 21-0 is your score. Lamb, play action fake over the middle. Dangerous throw, I believe intended for Sinnecott again. That was the classic read option. You have to get it out quick or else the lineman will be too far downfield.
Well, and it almost was picked off by Ryan Langling. Great group of linebackers for Waukee, hoping to get a bounce back effort here, and yeah, just a dangerous throw there on that RPO from Lamb, and he's lucky that it didn't result in an interception.
3rd and long. Lamb pressured, going to roll out. And he just fires this one away as downside of being left-handed. He was going to have to set back his body and throw. Could have been sacked, could have fumbled, and just has to throw it away.
Well, that's just the smart play there by the senior where you don't want to throw something across your body because that's just the classic thing you tell a quarterback not to do because oftentimes that's going to result in a play being made by the defense. So just, you know, as frustrating as it is, as frustrating as a start as it is, you got to make the safe play, and that's what he was able to do. But just unfortunately, nothing really came to fruition here for the Rail Splitters, and it really just started with that drop and couldn't build anything after that.
Joya Redondo will punt this one back. Maverick Inman will race back and catch it at the 49. Inman makes a couple guys miss, and there goes Maverick Inman. Spins away from a couple tackles, now heads to the far side and tripped down at the 25-yard line by one of our players we talked about, Denver Longin. How fitting. We said tackle is going to be big, and Denver just does that. He saves a touchdown.
Yeah, and especially tackling someone like Maverick Inman who, you know, as a wide receiver, he has got a big frame, and when he is really at full speed, he's able to break off a lot of tackles. So tackling in space, obviously one of the keys, and Denver Longden being able to save what could have easily been another touchdown for this Waukee team. But still, you know, as good of a play as that was, you're giving it to a Warriors offense that's had the ball 3 times, and they have scored 3 touchdowns here in this first quarter.
Yeah, Lincoln's defense has been on the field quite a bit here. 21-0, 1:30 to go here. Waukee leads at the beginning of the first quarter, and Beckett Baker is sacked. Nobody open downfield, and I believe that's our running back, Damoni Wesley, who gets in there to make the tackle.
Well, Damoni Wesley just wreaking havoc there along the defensive line, just showing active hands and getting the leverage and able to take down Baker, who I think he may have had a slight of an option here near side, but Baker didn't want to force it, and good play there by the Rail Splitter defense.
Lincoln has more sacks than Waukee does as a team. That's the 7th one of the year for the Rail Splitters. Waukee just has 4. So on 2nd and long, Gamble gets the carry, and he stood up. And Lincoln's defense starting to flex some muscles here on this possession. 39 seconds to go here in the quarter. I believe that was Denver Longden getting back up in there.
And Daniel Sakiyama, he's someone who has a lot of great length and size there. Defensive end position, leads the team in sacks and tackles for loss. Also in on that play.
Don't think we'll see Waukee take a play here. You're up 21-0, but I'm sure Waukee has a lot of high expectations for themselves, especially losing back-to-back games here. So it's been an interesting one so far, but Lincoln's hanging tight. 21-0. That's the end of the first quarter. We'll see you in the second. We'll flip sides. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Quarter number 2, 21-0. Waukee leads. Beckett Baker fires to Maverick Inman over a slant. Inman turns upfield and scores. Touchdown, Waukee. How about the block downfield by Sage Yazzie to set up Maverick Inman for the big score?
Yeah, I was going to say, Blake, if you're Maverick Inman, got to give props to number 19, the big tight end. Don't forget about him as well, not only as a pass catcher, but also blocking up ahead, and you give Inman that kind of room. First of all, that was just a great route, great throw there in stride, and just like that, the Warriors with another touchdown.
27-0. See what happens here based on the PAT for Bruning. Make it 28-0. Waukee on top. We'll step away for a quick second. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Welcome back to MediaCom Stadium. Waukee on top of Des Moines Lincoln. 28-0 is your score. Waukee just very dominant on offense here, as we expected. Good in the passing game, good in the rushing game, and Lincoln just trying to put together a good drive here.
Well, and for Lincoln, it was a little disappointing because you came up with back-to-back real good plays. You sacked Beckett Baker and then a run for no gain. But then just when you think you have Waukee's offense stymied, then they come up with big plays. And 9 seconds into the second quarter, Waukee getting a fourth consecutive touchdown.
Wesley gets the carry on the near side, and Waukee's there to corral him quickly. That's number 7, Carter Johnson, leading the way. Davon Wesley got a couple big carries, had a couple of those big first downs on that previous drive.
Well, to make no qualms about it, for Lincoln this year with Trent Simpson, he's trying to implement, his culture within this Lincoln team. But, boy, when they have fallen in games this year, they've lost by an average of 48 points per game. And so it's about just trying to do the little things, control what you can control. And, aside from one penalty, Lincoln's done a good job, but drops here and there, missed tackles here and there, missed assignments, and you can't do that against a Waukee team that is so fundamentally sound and are just deep on both sides of the ball.
That was Damoni Wesley on the carry, and now it'll be 3rd down and long. Actually, there's a flag down on the far sideline. And we'll wait to see legal shift. So we've now turned to the NFL rules. A lot of legal shifts recently in the NFL, legal formation. So that'll back up Lincoln. It'll be 2nd down and long.
So just when I said, limiting the penalties, that certainly is not one that Lincoln really can afford.
Low snap, and that's going to cost him the play. Wesley does not go anywhere. Jackson Lamb almost went down on a knee to go pick it up. And there'll be a loss of a couple, so now it's 3rd down at 16. Really nice job by Waukee's D-line to get off the jump.
Yeah, aside from just a couple of plays here tonight, Waukee's defensive line has done a good job of shedding their blocks and not making things easy for Jackson Lamb or the running game. But just a snowball effect here for this rail splitter offense moving backward.
Lincoln waited a long time to get that snap in. None of the coordinators on the sideline knew what the play was going to be yet. Lamb back to throw, going to fire and check down short, and this is caught by Blake Butters. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and Lincoln will punt it back.
And so for really the majority of the game, Waukee has had really good field position. Of course, it also helps when you have Maverick Inman in the return game. Nearly was able to take one to the house last time around. So we'll see if Lincoln will have a bit of a different approach here to make sure that number 0 there for Waukee does not have an opportunity to take this one very far.
Good snap, low line punt, and Inman will just let this one go. All the way down to about the 39-yard line. That is where Waukee will set up shop on offense, leading 28-0 here. Don't forget, tomorrow night on the Central Iowa Sports Network, Ankeny Centennial will take on the Dowling Catholic Maroons. Should be a very, very good football game. Dowling Catholic ranked number 1, Ankeny Centennial ranked number 6, and then Ankeny will take on Cedar Rapids Prairie, both teams 2 and 3. That is a big game when it comes to the RPI. And what will happen near the end of the season, catch both those games on the Central Iowa Sports Network starting at 7 o'clock.
And I believe Cedar Rapids Prairie beat Southeast Poe.
Yes, they did.
In Cedar Rapids, of course, that game will be in Ankeny, but there's just been a lot of movement in the top 10 in Class 5A here through 6 weeks.
The number 1 team in the Radio Iowa poll, Grant Gamble, catches that one with one hand. There is a flag down, though, and I think this will be coming back. 4 out of the first 6 weeks, all but 1 week, I should say, the number 1 team in the Radio Iowa poll in Class 5A has lost. So it doesn't set up well for Dowling, who has already lost. This is the number 1 team, thanks to Ankeny. We'll see what the flag is here. Going to expect holding, and it is. Settle back, Waukee up. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. The spot of the foul came about 6 yards in, so it's going to be first down and about 17, 16, something like that.
So this will open up a few more options here for Waukee offensively, but that negated really an athletic grab there from Gamble, and we alluded to it back in the first quarter that we know what he can do as a runner, but he's a great safety valve option for Baker there when the play starts to get disrupted by the defense.
They move Jacobson in motion. Here's Grant Gamble on the carry. Gamble busts this one out to the left side, runs over a man, and gets all the way back up just about 4 yards short of the marker. Good recovery on first down for Grant Gamble.
Yeah, Grant Gamble says, okay, I was denied the first time. Just give me the ball and I'll take it. And just showing that physicality, like you said, Blake, just lowering the shoulder and just really making it a physical battle there for those corners to just stay true and come up with the tackle.
What he can do in open field is very impressive. You wouldn't really think of it when you see him. He looks more like a guy that will run over tacklers, which he does, but he's so good in open field. Baker mishandles the snap, still gets close to the first down, though. He's going to be about a yard short as that one almost went to a wrong for Waukee.
And that's the luxury of having Baker there, where even if the snap is a little mishandled, he can still make a positive gain out of what could have easily been a negative play.
Game here tonight at MediaCom Stadium, home of Drake University men's and women's soccer. Iowa High School State Soccer Tournament also played here. You guys didn't play at night, though, here, did you? It was mostly all during the day?
Mostly during the day, but there have been a few night matches circled in. Creates for a really neat atmosphere.
3rd and short. Another high snap. Gamble bounces off a tackle. There's a flag down here on the near side, though. Gamble trying to get around a couple more. Still on his feet and finally goes down at the 40, but I'm going to assume this one is coming back. Unless it's a hold by a corner. But this one was all the way back at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and right when the snap went off, that's when we saw the side judge here throw the flag. If so, that would be the second penalty on this series for Waukee.
False start on the Warriors. You're up 28-0, but I can guarantee Coach Baker is definitely keeping these mental notes and not going to be too happy about it here at the halftime break.
No, and especially with the last few weeks and how uncharacteristic his team has looked. I mean, you obviously have to give credit to Valley and Johnston, two really good teams, but again, we talked about, hey, you're in week 6, and these are the things you got to clean up because once the competition stiffens up, it could be the difference between a win and a loss.
It's a screen play, everybody bit. Grant Gamble up the middle, going to use his speed, stays on his feet, and goes all the way down to the 18-yard line. That is how a screen play should be run. There is a late flag in here. And I'm going to assume unnecessary roughness. Take a look at the replay. The linebackers bite. It's an all-out blitz. And nobody's home for Lincoln.
Just couldn't have drawn it up any better. And now we'll maybe get a chance to see what that flag was. But the Waukee offense is moving back.
Yeah, I saw, if our producer Randy can hear me, I'd love to go back at the very end of that play and see it because I think I know what he's talking about. They're going to say block in the back. If we can see that replay one more time, Randy, if at all possible, I'm pretty sure the Lincoln guy just tripped over his own guy, and they might have called it a flag. Take a look here late. You watch the play develop.
Point it.
And then you're going to watch number 21 or number 3 come in here. He just trips over his own guy. So I guess that's a block in the back. Interesting. I just had to look at that. I had to make sure I wasn't seeing things. So it's first down and 10 nonetheless. Baker's going to fire down the middle of the field, and he overshoots his man, Jacobson.
Well, and you normally do not see a block in the back happen that late.
Yeah, that's what I was.
The play.
Yeah, that's what I was really getting at.
But still, they're, for Waukee, very fortunate that they didn't have to bring that back to where they originally had it, but had 10 yards taken off what was a huge gain there on that screen pass.
Gamble, great blocking up front again. Gamble makes a couple guys miss. He's going to the corner, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Grant Gamble. Put a couple guys on their feet down on the ground as he went for the end zone, and Waukee extends the lead. Watch a couple Lincoln rail splitters hit the ground here.
Boy, he's fun, isn't he? I mean, just look at that. Being able to put on a little bit of a juke and still having that speed there to close out that touchdown. Waukee just getting back to where they were a few weeks ago with that run and pass, and they have not looked back here tonight.
Magnus Bruning on to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and it is right down the middle. 35-0. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee on top 35-0 here at Mediacom Stadium. And with 35-0, that means the continuous clock rule comes into play. It realistically should already be happening, but I guess we'll wait. Take a look at the replay one more time on the Grant Gamble one. Watch the blocking up front. Just really nicely done. Good pancakes. Good blocking up front by Maverick Inman, and then a nice job on the other end.
But you said it, Blake. I mean, the blocking not just by the offensive line, but by the receivers. And, you know, it's always nice when you have a guy like Evan Jacobson up there paving the way for you. And the struggles continue here for a Lincoln offense who has not spent really that much time out on the field.
Jackson Senecott again could not grab the football. Another drop pass. And it will be 2nd down and 10. Whistle is blown. Timeout is taken by Des Moines Lincoln. We'll take one with them. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. Out of the timeout, Waukee 35, Lincoln 0. It'll be 2nd down and 10 here upcoming for the Rail Splitters, trying to get something rolling here on offense. As the second quarter will continue to move along here with the continuous clock. Lincoln gets another guy out on the field. Now they got 11. Here comes the blitz. Wesley gets the carry. Ball comes out. Waukee is on it. And the Warriors force their first turnover of the evening and get the ball right back.
And that was Ian Samples right there, the 6'5", 220-pound defensive lineman that just jarred the ball loose, and not what Lincoln wanted out of a timeout. There you see number 8 there for Waukee coming over. And then it's just the reaction was great because here he is on the ground after the play is over, and he realized that his teammates picked it up.
He didn't know the ball came out, and then he turned over and said, "It's a fumble?" Nicely done by Ian Samples. I think from my memory, he's been close to a 3-year starter. I think I remember him as a sophomore coming up big. So,
well, I know in your conversations with Coach Baker, he really, of course, when he started, it was really a rebuilding effort, for this program. But now he's got guys like Samples who have the experience and making some big heads-up plays like that. And, for Waukee's defense, as good as they are, athletic as they are, they have been lacking those takeaways. And so that's a good sign right there. But for Lincoln, putting your defense back out there after your offense was only on for 2 plays, certainly disappointing.
Well, despite the fumble, Wesley returns with a good bat down there. Another carry up the middle. This is Drake Lambertson, and Lambertson will get a couple. Be 3rd down and medium for the Warriors. Clock continues to tick here. Continuous clock. Only time it will stop is on penalties and on change of possession, but in that time it didn't. So it's a little confusing how it keeps up, but Baker back to throw. Will roll out, pressured heavily. Can he get to the edge? He does. Turns it upfield, and I believe he might have actually gotten the first down. Where are they going to put him?
Boy, he is right on the marker, and it looks like it was enough for the first down.
Just barely. Nice job by Beckett Baker. I thought he was done in the backfield. Take a look at the replay.
Well, and he's rolling off to his left and having the confidence and the wherewithal, knowing that, hey, I can make this turn right here, tightrope backed, and knowing where the line to gain was, that's an experienced quarterback right there.
That time he tries to go a slant route over the middle to, I believe that's Vince Bunkers. It's either him or Sage Yazzie. I can't tell from a distance here, but yes, it was Vince Bunkers, number 18, I believe, just behind him on the slant route. Lambertson up the middle. And will be very close to the marker again. I believe just a yard short. It'll be 3rd down and about 1. Waukee just continuing to go back to the ground game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've already gotten Case Halb a touchdown. They've gotten their other back a touchdown with Gamble. And now give a touchdown to Drake Lambertson. Waukee extends the lead. They're 3 of 3 touchdowns and running backs.
Yeah, spreading the wealth around there amongst the group of running backs for Waukee, and it's just been simple. Take it up the middle and really make Lincoln try to beat you. And at this point, the rail splitter defense has just been worn down.
Been on the field a lot.
Offense has gone 3 and out and have had a short field to work with.
Bruning puts it through. 42-0, Waukee on top. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Save big at DeYarman CDJR Ames. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees at the all-new DeYarman CDJR Ames. DeYarmanAmes.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Trane home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee on top 42-0 over top of Des Moines Lincoln. Long kick sent back to the back of the end zone, and the Lincoln rail splitter offense will come back out. Couple good carries on offense, Hunter, but other than that, it has just been a rough night sledding for the rail splitters. Couple drop passes have also been a big part of that.
And that's how they've started, the majority of their series is by trying to get something connected there, right along the flats. And a few drops have just really have been the bugaboo here for Lincoln. And, you talked about the run game, have been able to get that going, but aside from the 2 first downs, I believe, in that second series, and that was, they were given a first down because of a penalty, they just shot themselves in the foot time and time again.
Braylon Jenkins on the catch, and the ball comes out. Ball is out again. Fight for it. Jenkins was trying a lot to go forward, and that ball is going to Waukee. As Braylon Jenkins tried to duck and dive his way out and could not make anything of it. And the ball goes back to Waukee. Back-to-back drives and fumbles. Had the right idea, but I think he was moving too fast for his own feet.
And that's what this Waukee defense can do. I mean, Braylon Jenkins finally able to bring in that first catch. And, your thought is, okay, there's going to be a guy right here. And sometimes when you just lose that thought of concentration, that's when a Waukee defense who, give them credit with active hands defensively, have been able to have now back-to-back takeaways. But, man, here in the second quarter, very few offensive plays for Lincoln.
Case Halb on the carry. Going to push this one outside, and he got really good downfield blocking. He's going to be down inside the 10. Did not see that block coming on the near side. Take a look again. Watch, I don't know who this is. Maybe 28 Lambertson comes all the way around. Watch him on the far line. There he is at the 25, and then boom.
It's just team football right there. Unselfish. Making the plays that you need.
Didn't see that block coming. Did not see Hunter saying bugaboo on my bingo card tonight. Did not have that. That caught me off guard. Baker will fire this one short. This is caught by Sage Yazzie, and he streaks into the end zone. Touchdown, Waukee. Again, he could play tight end the way he looks, and he does. Take a look at the play action fake. Chips his man, and then nobody's home.
That's what the run game can do for you. I mean, you have 3 touchdowns on the ground, play action, and good to see Sage Yazzie be able to get a touchdown after he put together a good block for Maverick Inman to score.
Who then,
earlier.
Maverick Inman had a great block for Sage on that last one. So
says, I got you.
Awkward snap, but Bruning still puts it through. 49-0. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee on top 49-0 over Des Moines Lincoln. 1:29 to go here in the second quarter. Des Moines Lincoln comes back out on offense. Back-to-back fumbles here have really, I'm not going to say derailed, have really set Lincoln off here in these last couple times around.
And just 3 plays and a timeout mixed in. So not what Coach Simpson has wanted to see from his group here in the second quarter in particular. But still will hopefully try to build something positive before going into the locker room at half.
Lamb fires short. Braylon Jenkins drops that one. Did not have it full control yet.
Well, and Blake, Coach Simpson, he played at Dowling and was a part of some really, really good teams under Tom Wilson, played at UNI under Coach Farley. So, it's going to take him a little bit of time, obviously, to really implement his style, but he was a guy that just loved playing in the trenches. He was a long snapper, but a team captain, and really a great leader for this football program. And just gradually, I think that things are just going to continue to get better as he puts his culture in place.
That one's caught by Blake Butters. I will say one thing tonight. Lincoln student section, we can't hear a ton in the booth, but we can hear them. They are very loud. We can't see them because they're below us in the second deck below. But they are very loud, and I can tell you right now they're definitely doing better than the Waukee student section has been doing. Waukee has one of the best in the state, but Lincoln is proud tonight in the crowd, so really cool to hear that. 14 seconds to go, should be the last play of the quarter here. Lamb going to fire this one short to Jenkins. He gets out of bounds, but it will not matter, as continuous clock will run us down to halftime. 49-0. Waukee, all Waukee here in this one so far. We'll be back for our second half in just a little bit. Waukee on top of Des Moines Lincoln. 49-0 is your score. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Save on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off, plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. All at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
it's hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Save big at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab offering 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $4,750 cash. New 2024 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. And new Sierra 1500 Crew Cab with 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $3,750 cash. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. DeArmondChevyGMC.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Train home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back here to MediaCom Stadium on the campus of Drake University, looking off toward the southeast at the Principal Building here in the Metro of Des Moines, really the standout of our skyline here in the Metro. Waukee leads Des Moines-Lincoln 49-0. Blake Walker, Hunter Phillips with you here. We'll have continuous clock here in the second half. Waukee, we come in tonight. Waukee was the better team. We've seen that by far, but a couple mistakes by Lincoln. And I don't know about you, Hunter, but 49-0 for Waukee. I still don't think they've played their best football by any means.
Well, there were times where they just had some uncharacteristic penalties. I believe on their second to last series, they had 3 penalties on that drive. They still ended up scoring, but I'm sure that there are areas where Coach Baker's like, we need to be able to clean this up, so we're going to use that second half to be able to, again, build off of that, because the road's going to get more difficult for them here in the closing weeks. But for Lincoln, their second series there in the first quarter, I really liked what they did with their mix of run and pass, but have just not been able to execute. And, of course, back-to-back takeaways there. They had the ball ripped out in those drives, and that defense just got worn down, and especially against the Waukee team. That it all started with the run game, with 3 rushing touchdowns. I think there hasn't been a single player tonight, receiving and rushing that's had more than 2 touchdowns. It's been spread out all across the board. So there's a lot for Coach Baker to like, but then, certainly there are going to be areas, I think the penalties, where they're going to have to clean that up, because they can't afford to be able to have those kind of moments in the latter part here of the regular season going into the postseason.
It's going to be an interesting thing to watch here in the second half for sure. Tomorrow night, Ankeny Centennial takes on Dowling Catholic. It'll be one of the bigger games of the season. So, Hunter, I got to ask, who's going to win, Dowling Catholic or Ankeny Centennial? It's at Dowling. Ankeny Centennial has only beaten Dowling twice since the school became a thing in 2013. Last time they beat them was 2018. So, nice big toss-up, but this is a young Dowling team who is not the best that they could be, but overall I think it'll be a fun one.
It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be back and forth. I mean, these two teams are obviously well coached. I mean, Tom Wilson, he's the best of the best, and so he's going to have a real good game plan. But Rashad Davis, I mean, he's just such a difference maker in a matchup like that where, Ankeny Centennial is really going to have to put a lot of guys up front to stop the run. But, they've got some guys on their side too. Chase Kluver's had a real good, start to the season there, being in the senior spot, and Caleb Breed's been a real go-to target. So it's one of those matchups where it's going to come down to, whoever wins the turnover battle, line of scrimmage, the old adage there. But it's going to be a fun one to watch, and glad that we have it here on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
I think Dowling is hard to beat at home. So
I know I didn't answer your question, but I just know it's going to be really good.
Wait, all right, well, there you go. He's going to avoid the question, but I'll roll with Dowling. I think Dowling's pretty good. They have played a gauntlet of a schedule, as has Centennial. But I think Dowling's starting to figure things out here as the season continues to roll on. Ankeny just flat out outplayed them a couple of weeks ago. So I like the Maroons to get the job done at home. So it's going to be a fun one. You can check it out at 7 o'clock on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Ankeny will take on Prairie, 2, 3 teams. That will also be a very good game. Paul Yeager and company will be on that one.
Well, and how about Johnston at Southeast Polk? That's shaping up to be a really good one. Johnston is really good on the road.
Yeah.
Had their season opener at Waukee Northwest. They have one of the most experienced quarterbacks in the state in Will Nuss. They have a real good defense. They lost a lot of skill position guys from last year, but I tell you, Coach Woodley's got that group rolling. But, of course, Southeast Polk at home, they're certainly going to be a tough one to beat. Some really, really good matchups.
In Johnston.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
okay,
in Johnston. So, because last year Johnston fell, I think it was only by 3 points.
That's right.
That was the Wild game last year. I was on the call for that one. I'm with you. I think Johnston, what they did to Waukee last week really impressed me. I was very surprised, the 21-7 game, especially against this offense.
Well, in responding after just a heartbreaker in week 2, triple overtime loss to Cedar Falls at home. So they're a team that, again, we saw what they were able to do against this Waukee team last week. Yeah, I think probably their most impressive victory by far here. So Southeast Polk's going to certainly have a tough one on the road, and they fell to Cedar Rapids Prairie. So it's going to be, again, a real good slate. The CIML has really it's been more wide open than I think we've ever seen, and it's provided for some great games here through the first 5 weeks going into week 6.
It's going to be a fun Friday night of football. Make sure to check it out on the Central Iowa Sports Network tomorrow night. We'll take a break and be back for the second half. Waukee leads Des Moines Lincoln 49-0.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
Save on all new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Rams at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville. Receive 2.9% for 84 months on the new Dodge Hornet RT, Grand Cherokee 4xE, and Jeep Wrangler 4xE. New Ram 1500 4x4s at one low price of $35,990. New Ram HD Crew Cab 4x4 starting at $47,990. That's over $13,000 off. Plus up to $10,000 off MSRP on new 2024 Grand Cherokees. All at DeArmond Automotive, Knoxville.
hard to stop a train.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand, custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Getting your car serviced or repaired can be a pain. That's why Westside Auto Pros is committed to making it as painless as possible. If you wish, we'll come get your car at your home or office and return it when it's done. Or you can drop your car off here and we'll shuttle you to where you want to go. When we're finished with your car, we'll come pick you up and bring you back. If your car is going to be here for a few days, we offer low to no cost rentals.
So give us a call and say, I can't wait to have my car serviced at Westside Auto Pros.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Save big at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. New Silverado 1500 Crew Cab offering 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $4,750 cash. New 2024 Chevy and GMC 2500 HDs with 5.9% for 84 months. And new Sierra 1500 Crew Cab with 5.9% for 84 months plus up to $3,750 cash. All at DeArmond Chevy GMC Knoxville. DeArmondChevyGMC.com.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
The world is going electric, and Metro Heating and Cooling is leading the charge. Just like Tesla revolutionized how we drive, we are transforming how you experience comfort by offering electric air source heat pumps. Experience the unparalleled efficiency, comfort, and savings, and the best part is, it's more affordable than ever. Receive up to $3,000 off a qualifying Train home comfort system. Join the electric revolution with Metro Heating and Cooling and enjoy a smarter, greener future today. Visit our website or call us now to make the switch.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you and I both know that you've been wanting to convert your drafty old wood-burning fireplace into a high-efficient gas one. Well, this is the perfect time. Heating Glow is making it easier than ever. If you buy this year between September 15th and October 13th, Heating Glow is giving a free vent kit worth up to $650, making it easier than ever to convert that old wood burner. But the best deal in years won't last, so come on in today. Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homemakers at 109th and Douglas.
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Waukee on top of Des Moines Lincoln 49-0 here at halftime. Second half about to get started here from Mediacom Stadium. Magnus Bruning attempting a insanely long kick. Did he just make that from the 50-yard line?
Boy, it sure looked like it from our vantage point. He will be kicking off here shortly. So just getting some practice in, and
I think I thought he thought he was going to try again.
Well, he hit a 48-yarder earlier in the year. He's got one of the longest field goals made in Class 5A, and it always seems like Waukee has been able to develop guys in that special teams category.
It's a hidden talent. Special teams mean a lot, that's for sure. And
the value of field position, very, very key. And when you know that a field goal can make or break a game, and you got confidence in your kicker from no matter really the distance, especially here at the high school level, I mean, that is really impressive. But I'll be really curious to see what the game plan is going to be here for Lincoln. The last two series for them, only 3 plays, had the ball taken away twice, and so more than likely going to be a touchback here. And so we'll see if they can get Jackson Lamb going, because he's someone that he's very much a streaky quarterback in terms of once he's able to get into a rhythm and being able to find guys. And obviously Lincoln needs to take care of the ball, and they need to be able to bring it in. A few too many drops for Coach Simpson's liking, but shake off that first half and again just try to build something positive here in these next 2 quarters.
49-0 is grounds for continuous clock, anything over 35. So as soon as that ball hits the ground, we'll wait for the official signal here, and it should start up the continuous clock. And Lincoln's offense will come back out. A couple fumbles derail a couple drives at the end of that half.
Well, and they got it to the playmakers that they wanted to in space, but that's just where Waukee's defense, that just goes back to great coaching, great technique there. Not only making a sound tackle, but then knowing when the ball is in a spot to be able to knock it free, go ahead and do it.
Jackson Lamb on the quarterback keeper, trying to stay up on his feet, eventually brought down at the 15. Well, they're going to give him forward progress, it looks like. Going to drop back 2, maybe 1.
Excellent pursuit there from the senior linebacker, Logan Atkin. And that's really the deepest part, Blake, of this Waukee team on defense is that linebacking core. A lot of seniors, played a lot of football and through this system. And Coach Baker, he's a defensive guy at the end of the day, and defense has been doing well.
Demoni Wesley gets out to the 20. Davon Wesley came off on the sideline shaken up. He's currently laying down, trying to stretch out.
Well, and already being shorthanded, entering this game without your top running back, and so it's just been by committee for the Rail Splitters tonight. They've shown some glimpses in the run game, but often not. They have been in these 3rd and long situations like they are right here.
Lamb on 3rd and 10, going to fire this one out short. This is caught by Jackson Sencott, excuse me. Had a couple catching issues in the first half, was able to corral that one, but nonetheless up short, and it will be 4th down.
Yeah, Sencott, like you said, Blake, with a couple of drops. You don't see that very often from the senior. He's usually sure-handed, but when you know that a Waukee defender's coming right at you, your focus is what's ahead instead of what's at the present. And Waukee, just with contain, coming up with a 3-and-out here for the Rail Splitters.
Low snap, good punt though. Jaden Jeter is back to receive, and it bounces out of bounds inside the 50. We're going to mark it at the 49-yard line, and Waukee's offense will take the field. I would expect to see most second-teamers out for the Warriors here. And we'll see who trots out for the Warriors here on offense. And it is their backup quarterback, Will Rivenbaugh. 3 of 7 this year, 47 yards. Also has a touchdown on the ground. And Grant Gamble is also back in the backfield. So we're going to change up a couple things here. Kind of keep guys moving in and out. Gamble, big hole on first down, and Gamble gets upfield to about the 32-yard line.
Nice tackle there by Judson Dietrich. But Gamble, he always keeps the legs churning. I mean, that's what's really impressive about him, is that he just does not give up on the play and really makes the defensive back really have to put in that extra effort to bring him down.
Boy, you just look at Sage Yazzie, how he stands out in the huddle. I don't think he plays basketball. We're going to have a false start here, a.k.a. everyone but the center took off as the center did not hike the ball. That is number 50, Tommy Lloyd, the junior up front. There was confusion out of the huddle anyway on that play.
And you're going to see that from time to time with new personnel coming out. But that's what you like if you're the Waukee coaching staff, these guys being able to learn out there in live game action.
Rivenbaugh fires short. This one is through the hands of Xavier Gutierrez. Brings up third down. Or excuse me, second down.
But that is one thing, Blake, when you're on the field and you see, in particular, the skill set guys for Waukee, just massive, just big. These guys are not only big, they're quick, and that is why, I mean, on any given night, they're going to match up with just about anybody in Class 5A.
Handoff up the middle. This is Drake Lambertson. Gets a good chunk of it back. And these minutes are so big. Will Rivenbaugh, I think about it, last year, Valley went through their top 2 quarterbacks, and they had to go to Drake DeGroat, who was on their JV team. You know, jumps in, leads them to the postseason. This year, he's even better. You don't hope injuries happen, and you hope your guys stay healthy, but you just never know, especially here at the big level. You have to be ready.
Yeah, you never know when your number is going to be called, and it's just, again, that next man up mentality. You still got to be able to go out there and execute the game plan. I mean, that's what you put in all the hours in during the off season, practicing during the week, and so that's why, like you said, I mean, that's a really good example of Drake DeGroot, and just it was amazing his evolution last year and how, I mean, if he didn't play at the level that he did, Valley wouldn't have been a team that, I don't even know if they would have made the postseason because they got off to such a rough start.
And he's getting better weekly. I mean, This season he's really starting to pick it up, and you're like, oh, okay, he's a big factor. By the way, it's 4th and short. They did not give him the first down. So 4th down and about a yard here for Waukee. They're going to go for it. Lambertson, he's close, and I believe he gets it. First down, Waukee.
You know, just really impressed with this Waukee program under Gabe Baker. You know, this is a coach that was an assistant under Gary Swenson at Valley for quite some time, was the head coach at Pleasantville, had a lot of success there, and then jumped into a situation where, you know, there were, you know, a lot of unknowns, and you know, you go from year one to where it's at right now. This team is just playing at such a high level. We're going to get a flag here and more than likely going to be moving back. But just incredible, the job that he has done. And, of course, it helps when your son is just a stud at quarterback. But, you know, they really are believing right now and banking on that experience. And that's why, you know, you get those 2 losses against Valley and Johnston. It's like, okay, how are we going to respond? And in a game against a struggling Lincoln team, you got to come out focused and ready to play, and that's what they've done here tonight. So that's just a credit to Coach Baker and his staff, just knowing that, hey, it's week 6, guys, and you know it's go time.
Well, and you take a chance on a freshman quarterback. That one's dropped out on the flat by number 18, Vince Bunkers. I think I was on Beckett Baker's first ever game as a freshman. And you're just like, I can't believe, even though he's the coach's son, you're trotting out a freshman, and he didn't look ready. I mean, you saw flashes, you saw what he could do, but you're like, man, he's just not ready. But he's been through the gauntlet, and now as a junior, he looks like the most confident quarterback in the state.
He's gotten bigger, faster, and just more confident as a quarterback with his ball placement and just his decision-making overall. And so that's exactly what you want, is just for a quarterback to develop over time, and he certainly has.
Lambertson hits the hole, gets back past the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 or 6 here for the Warriors as the clock continues to tick down here in the 3rd quarter. Nothing crazy here for Waukee. No big shots or anything downfield. Just trying to keep everything in front of them. On 3rd down and 6, Rivenbaugh hands back up to Lambertson. A lot of faith in the running back, and it looks like he's going to be about a yard short, about half a yard short. We'll see if Waukee will just continue to keep it on the ground. I don't see any reason why they wouldn't. Thought maybe they'd start giving Bruning a couple chances, try to knock in a couple field goals, but they're going to stay out on the field with another 4th down is short.
Yeah, just good situational practice here on these 3rd and short situations and see what your backup quarterback can do.
Lambertson, 1st down. Good carry up the middle on the base concept. Clock continues to move here. Another good 1st down. Lambertson hitting the hole well. And, we talked about it, 3 touchdowns already, performances for all 3 running backs. That's a big deal for Waukee. Again, you don't always have to go to Grant Gamble.
Yeah, I mean, if you can lessen the load, especially at the running back spot, that way there's not as much tread on the tires. That's going to help.
Rivenbaugh fires off his back foot to the end zone. That might have been picked off. It was picked off, but it is out of bounds. The interception or catch was by Judson Dietrich, who has played really well today. Take a look at the replay here. This is just a toss by Rivenbaugh.
Hung up in the air for a long time, so it gave the defensive back enough time to be able to come up, and boy, that would be really close.
My thought process is the way he hit the ground makes me think the ball did hit the ground. Because he was in. It's just I think the ball came out.
But you love that effort.
Yes.
There on the back end.
Lambertson gets blown up. Really nice play in the backfield. I believe that was Sakiyama, number 99, back in there. He's listed as 5'11", 169. Be 3rd down and long. 3rd down and 9 here.
Got a few one-on-one matchups on both sides. See where quarterback goes with the ball.
Rivenbaugh over the middle, caught. Ball came out, though. They're going to say it's incomplete. It'll be 4th down. And what will Waukee do? They're going to send on Magnus Bruning. Try and grab some points. Help the field goal kicker up his field goals this season. What is he sitting at here? He's 3 for 3. 3 for 3 on the season, longest of 48. So, see if he can try to keep this up. I hope I didn't jinx him. Lincoln has 3 guys here on this near side ready to take off. Snap hold, kick is blocked. Blocked by Lincoln. They brought so many on the near side, and unfortunately, Magnus Bruning is now 3 of 4 on the year. Sorry, Magnus. I hate to do it to you. But Lincoln had 3 guys on the near side. It was going to be really hard for Waukee to try to keep up.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right before the snap, and you just love, again, it's just the effort that you want to see if you're Coach Simpson, in these moments, and just a burst of speed there from the near side, and a good block there on the kick, and first time that the Warriors have been shut down on a series, not getting any points.
Lamb fires downfield and incomplete. Almost had an interception. Waukee got away with a hold. I will say that. There was a grabbing of the jersey on that far sideline. They did not catch.
And that was Thurston Nebo there in the backfield.
Should be the last play of the quarter here. Obviously has moved quick for no stopping. Also long drives will do that. Man in motion, Lamb on a quarterback keeper. Jackson Lamb, there's a look at what he can do there. Gets upfield for a good carry all the way up to the 31-yard line. He got dragged down, though, very strangely. And he is down, holding his left leg. I did not like how that went down. Well, that will do it for the end of the third quarter. We will take a break. We'll see you in the fourth. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Welcome back to Drake Stadium, 49-0. Waukee on top of Des Moines Lincoln. New quarterback is in for Lincoln after Jackson Lamb comes up a little shaken. This is Dominic Severino, the sophomore. 6 foot 147. So here's your quarterback here for Lincoln in the next couple of years, unless anything changes. Severino back to throw. Going to fire this one downfield and just misses his man. Jackson Sinicott maybe could have been caught on the rollout.
Well, you see Severino really does have a good arm, but it's going to take some time, for him to be able to place that a little bit better because, Sinicott certainly was open, but now it's good to see number 7 back out there. Just an awkward landing there to close out that third quarter, and he is just as tough as they come. And he will try to orchestrate a third down pickup, or first down pickup, I should say, here on first down, or on third down.
Lamb, short, incomplete. Boy, I thought Blake Butters might be able to come back and corral that, but was not on the same page with Jackson Lamb. And that was third down, so Lincoln will punt. Just been a tough night sledding for Lincoln. They have yet to be shut out this year. Scored 16 against Roosevelt, 14 against East, 21 against Tumwa, 27 against North, and 7 against Council Bluffs Lincoln. Keep an eye out for Council Bluffs Lincoln. Their final game of the year is against Waukee. As Lincoln will take a timeout, we'll just stay here. Their final game of the year is against Waukee, and that could be for an RPI spot if you're Council Bluffs Lincoln. Let's see, you have Wi-Fi. Yeah, I was just about to say, walk us through the Waukee schedule.
Well, I tell you what, this is why this week is imperative. For many reasons for the Warriors, but your road trip doesn't end. At Southeast Polk next week, then you take on a Roosevelt team that, can really mix things up with you. We've seen them be really competitive against the likes of like Waukee Northwest, so that's going to be a challenge. And then, Council Bluffs Lincoln, that's going to be, like you said, a 3-game stretch that can determine quite a bit for this Waukee program as they venture into the postseason.
I feel like they're going to have to beat Southeast Polk, or they may be lower in the RPI than they would want. considering the wins they might have versus the losses. So, and always the big thing, Randy and I were talking about it yesterday for our pregame show, what team goes out east? Because there's always a CIML team that has to go out east. So you just never know. That's a really good punt down to the 21-yard line. Right now, if I were to take a guess, I'd say Johnston could be headed out east, or Southeast Polk could be headed out east, depending on how the rest of the season goes. As you can see the replay, somehow, some way this punt gets off, but it's a good one. RPI will be next week. We'll have a lot to talk about.
Boy, we'll definitely have a lot of storylines, talking points going in, and we're looking ahead to Waukee's schedule for Lincoln. They're going to be heading back west again at Sioux City East and at Marshalltown, and then they close things out right here at Mediacom Stadium against Southeast Polk.
Lambertson gets the carry. Or excuse me, that is Ben Case Haub, Jr., getting the carry. I do see Javon Sanders on the sideline. First time I've seen him tonight, just in his jersey, but in street clothes. Other than that, big loss tonight here for Lincoln there, not having him for the second straight week as it looks. Was off to a pretty good start this year. 752 yards on just 94 carries. He also caught or received 108 yards, so that's a big loss for him. Ben Case Haub again, carried up the middle down to the 39, 40-yard line.
Well, tonight it has just been the ground attack for Waukee that set the tone there in the first half and continuing to plow the way here in the second half.
What does the Lincoln schedule look like the rest of the way? Obviously, will be most of the same teams.
So, yeah, Sioux City East having to go out west. They were at Council Bluffs, Lincoln last week, so getting some of that mileage in for the rail splitters.
Case Haub cuts up field, and there goes the tailback, Ben Case Haub, all the way down to the 33-yard line. Nice run by the junior tailback. That's a good sign for Waukee going forward.
Just zigzagging his way forward and making guys miss. I'll tell you, the screen game has really been impressive tonight here out of Waukee, and just been a foot race, and more times than not, that's where the Warriors have just done the majority of the damage. But yeah, going back to Lincoln's schedule, then they're at Marshalltown, and then the final week here at home against Southeast Polk. Just can't believe, again, we're just closing in on the final set of weeks here of this regular season. Look, it just feels like it just started not that long ago.
Yeah. Ben Case Haub gets the carry again. It also doesn't help. The temperature is still the same as it was on night one. We have yet to see the cold. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that it's a good thing, but
yeah, because come January, February, we'll be in desperate need for weather like this. So
yep, it's going to be cold.
I think aside from some storms
expected here in the next couple weeks, I know.
It seems like there was 1 week affected by storms. Otherwise, just the weather has been fantastic for football Thursday and Friday.
It has been. Yeah, we had a couple Thursday nights. I know week one here at Mediacom Stadium had a delay to the next day because of rain, and then Dar called a game a couple weeks ago here that got delayed or canceled halfway through because of rain and lightning, as Rivenbaugh gets that one on a quarterback keeper upfield for another first down.
Well, and that was on the same night that Drake football opened up their regular season. It could only play one half against Quincy, and the game ended up being a no contest. But that
would make me so mad. If I were a player, I would be so mad.
Boy, and Quincy played pretty tough. Yeah. I mean, Drake was up 14-0 there at half, but obviously they have done really well, continuing to play well in the Pioneer Football League, and they've recruited quite a bit. They're getting more and more stronger here with Central Iowa ties.
Another carry up the middle. This is a different tailback. I'll have to see once he comes out of the pile here. That is number 42, Brandon Curtis. 6 foot 156. He's a junior. Linebacker / running back hybrid. Under 5.5 to go here in this one from Mediacom Stadium. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Ankeny Centennial and Ankeny versus Prairie. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Don't forget the pregame show at 6:45 with yours truly. It's not live, but always good to catch you up on the information.
It's the magic of television.
Yeah. We sure talk like it's live. Rivenbaugh gets upfield and goes out of bounds.
Well, it's always great insight to hear from the coaches, and especially when a season starts and the expectations that you have and who's going to step up, but then a matter of, okay, well, who are maybe some of the X factors that we didn't talk about at the beginning of the season, and now we are. So just real great insight that you do, Dar and Paul, doing a great job of touching base with those coaches and getting the fans all ready to go for the big matchups.
I love talking with the coaches, but one of my favorite things is that one's taken back up the middle by Ben Case-Haub. I love making coaches laugh. Like, anytime I can get a coach to smile or laugh. I did get Tom Wilson yesterday. At the very end, I mentioned Downley Catholic has a new logo. So I was like, Tom, I really appreciate the new logo. It's very nice. And he's like, he got a smile out of him and said he will pass that information along. So Des Moines Lincoln will call a timeout. We'll take one with him. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. 49-0, Waukee on top. Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. If you're watching baseball, the Mets were down 2-0 at the top of the ninth with one out. They only had two outs left, and Pete Alonso just went yard on a 3-run home run, just took a 3-2 lead. How can you not be romantic about baseball? Handoff to Haub. He gets wrapped down, and I don't know if he got it. Yes, he did. First down. That's insane.
Boy, just a great time to be a sports fan in general.
55 days straight of football, starting today.
Before you know it, college basketball and NBA is going to be here. I mean,
I cannot wait to watch MAC football on Tuesday nights. It's like my favorite thing to do. First and goal. Rivenbaugh to a wide open man and in the end zone. Touchdown, Brady Schuler, the 6'5" tight end, gets himself on the board.
Boy, just wide open there on this bootleg, and and that play action gives you those kind of openings right there. And I don't think Waukee will ever run out of 6'5" tight ends. They just have a bunch of them, and it just shows you the future is really, really bright with this football program.
Magnus Bruning on to attempt the point after. And it is up and good. 56-0, Waukee on top. We'll take a break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
You want to get stronger, faster, healthier. You want more. You want to be part of something bigger than yourself. A place for people of all ages, all walks of life, that provides opportunities for all to succeed. We do that. We're the why. Build more than muscle. Build a stronger community.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Over 1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
We welcome you back here to Mediacom Stadium. Blake Walker, Hunter Phillips with you here this evening. Waukee first touchdown of the half there, 56-0 over Des Moines Lincoln. And with 3:17 left, Lincoln will get the ball back and try to get on the board tonight and evade the shutout here against the Warriors.
Well, just think about this, Blake, and now it'll be 4 wins on the season for Waukee. The fewest amount of points that they have scored in a game is 40 in those wins.
And it just puts the 7-point game last week that I don't know how you can look at Johnston and not think, dang, I mean, we need to respect Johnston's defense.
Yeah, I mean, especially in how we've seen Waukee emphasize really doing a much better job of assignment blocking up front, not only in the pass game, but in particular in the run game. So, yeah, you look at that 7-point outing for Waukee, and, yeah, that definitely raises some eyebrows about how, what things Johnston is capable of, because when this team wins, Waukee, I mean, they're pouring on the points.
Backup quarterback is in the ball game here once again. This is Dominic Severino. So Lincoln will drop to 1-5 on the season. Waukee will move to 4-2. As the Warriors will await what happens in the RPI. If I'd had to guess, I bet they're sitting around 9th, 10th, 11th, if I had to guess. Probably around there. Big blitz. Severino gets drilled. I am actually surprised there was not a roughing the passer there, but incomplete. 3rd down at 10.
Yeah, Waukee's defense continuing to be aggressive. And, yeah, that really could have been close to
it was
a flag there on Parker James.
You have to protect the quarterback. You can hit him, but if you're going to hit him, you got to make sure you also maybe catch him and make sure he doesn't drop too hard. Severino on the rollout. He is right-handed, throws up a ball in the air, and that is caught. Caught downfield by Chazbona Thomas Jr., the 5'8 wide receiver, makes the grab.
Boy, what makes this impressive, not only the catch, but Hayden Anderson, who's 6'5", almost got his hands on it, but dropped down perfectly there by Severino.
Severino fires again short, and this is caught by Judson Dietrich.
You know what you love to see, too, is that sideline for Lincoln was just hopping. They were just so excited.
Yeah.
And the student section we talked about in the first half, you did, Blake, and they're continuing to show support for their classmates. You love that, despite just not what you want to see on the scoreboard.
Severino gets sacked on that one, tries to get away. That was not going to work from the beginning. Lincoln had their center, Ethan Sanachit, was down on the play, had to hurry back up to the line, and Lincoln might get one more play out of this one, but
that's 2 plays for Parker James. He is going to be a name to look out for on the defensive side next few years for the Warriors.
I'll go handoff this time to Waukee, and he fumbles, and Waukee picks it up, and that's how this one will finish. Waukee defeats Des Moines Lincoln 56-0 is your final score. The Warriors will move to 4-2 on the season. The Rail Splitters will drop to 1-5. Very impressive game tonight by Waukee. We'll see what happens the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, for Waukee, it was about taking care of business tonight. When you're a heavily favored team, you're coming off back-to-back losses, how are you going to show up and how are you going to perform? And this team, I mean, right from the get-go, I think in about 5 or 6 plays, they drove it down the field methodically with the run and pass, and that was just the beginning for what was a huge offensive night for this Warriors team that, again, looking to get back to where they were just a few weeks ago when they were the number 1 team in the state. And so for Lincoln, not the result that they wanted, showed some signs tonight, but it was just all Waukee.
56-0 is our final score. Want to thank Caleb and Reese on camera tonight. Randy Nielsen, our producer, for Hunter Phillips. I'm Blake Walker. Thanking everyone for watching tonight. You've been watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.